Welcome back to another Pokemon Falling Friday, home of the OG weekly market updates, where every Friday morning we go through last week's sales of sealed Pokemon products and Pokemon cards that are currently going down in price. And we do also cover the big Pokemon news, like cards are set to get revealed. And we do have to do the question of the day. So if we had to get rid of one of these Pokemon, which Pokemon are you getting rid of? Slowpoke or Psyduck? Yes, I know it's a brutal one, but it makes you think about which Pokemon you truly like more. And we do have to give a big thanks to our video sponsor real quick, and that is ARIZONATCG. If you guys have a bunch of graded cards you're trying to sell, you do not want to deal with a bunch of people lowballing you, then you can just send all your cards to ARIZONATCG. They're going to take professional scans, then they're going to post it to their massive weekly eBay auctions. And it does not have to be just PSA or Pokemon. It could be Beckett, CGC, Tag, Yu-Gi-Oh!, One Piece, Lorcana. It does not matter. And people trust them with some of the rarest cards in the world, so you do not have to worry, about anybody scamming you or anything, and you're going to get top dollar for all your cards. They've even got a PSA 10 Lovebirds on here. So definitely check them out. They also lowered their prices to match the promotion they're doing over the holidays. I'll have all the links in the description. And also, if you're going to grade through PSA for your very first time, you can click my link in the description, use code BEARD25, and you'll receive $25 off your very first submission, which is basically a free graded card. And I am working on getting a CGC affiliate link and probably a tag one also. All right, and then if you're watching this Friday, I will be in Kansas City. As you guys can see, I have no statues behind me. Mew is gone. Umbreon's gone. They're all packed up. Like I said, I'm bringing every life-size statue I have to this trading card con in Kansas City. Coop and Beard Dad will also be there with a ton of voice actors and stuff. But all right, let's hop into it. We got Ascended Heroes Booster Pack. This is all the way at $15. Now last sold, so we got 15 of them at $12. Most of them are around $12. Some about 20 of them. Another one about 20, 10. Kind of crazy. Next, we have the Ascended Heroes Mini Tin. This is the Pikachu and Tepig. This is at $49. Now last sold 25, 23, 24, one at 20. Next, we have the Ascended Heroes Mini Tin 5-pack. This was at $300. Now last sold 105, 110, 118, 107. And here is the Mega Evolution Ascended Heroes Tech Sticker Collection. This is the Charmander one. This was at $69. Now last sold 33, 28, 45, 36. Next, we have the Ascended Heroes regular ETB. Got up to 161. Now last sold 108, 109, 115. Remember, if you are trying to buy this right now, you can shoot some people some offers on eBay and you'll get it a little bit cheaper. Next, we have the Ascended Heroes Pokemon Center ETB. This box was all the way at $386. Now last sold $237, $279, $240. So we got 13 of them at $220. Next, we have the Arceus V Black Star promo. This thing was all the way at $35 at one time. Now last sold $17, $14, $19. Next, we have the Arceus V Alternate Art. This was at $68. Now last sold $55, $51, $54, $48, $47. Next, we have the Sylveon V Max Alternate Art. This is at $398. Now last sold $334, $315, $310, $300, $290. I mean, below $300 is pretty crazy for that card, in my opinion. Next, we have the Glaceon. I swear, I actually like the arts on Glaceon and Sylveon more than the Moonbreon. So Glaceon was at $300. Now last sold $202 for a lightly played, otherwise $250, $240, $236, $239. Not a bad price. Next, we have some illustration rare. So here is the Flygon. This is at $6.70. Now last sold $275, $299, $376, $4. And here is the Zacian from Phantasmal Flames. This is at $5. Now last sold $2, $2, $3, $4. Mostly at $3 though. Next, we have the Weavile from Ascended Heroes. This is at $14. Now last sold $10, $8, $9. I really have a feeling that card's going to go crazy soon. Next, we have the Druddigon from White Flare. This was at $13. Now last sold $9, $9, $10, $8. One high one at $16. Next, we have the Marshadow. Don't forget how expensive this card got. All the way up to $92. Now last sold $10, $9, $12, $11, $10, $9. Crazy price. Next, we have the Mightyena from Ascended Heroes. This was at $22. Now last sold $10, $11, $12. And we have the Team Rocket's Dugtrio. I still wish they would have just put all these cards in Destined Rivals. This was at $26. Now last sold $12, $13, $12, and one at $15. Next, we have the Iona's Waltrel. This was at $21. We got a sale now at $14, $13. And we have the Morel. This is also from Ascended Heroes. This is at $33. We got a sale now at $15, $16, and one crazy high sale at $30 and $22 for some reason. But most of the other ones are at $15. And we have the Dracloak from Ascended Heroes. This is at $45. We got a sale now at 21, 21, 16, 17, 15. And here's the Dreepy. Dropping quick. This is at 46. Now last sold 21, 19, 18. All right, we got the Badoo, also from Ascended Heroes. This is at 38. Bouncing back a tiny bit, a couple dollars. But now last sold 19, 24, and 18. And one of the big boys, the Team Rocket's Mimikyu. I swear I can see this card being $50. This is at $39. Now last sold pretty much all at 24. And the number one illustration rare in the set from Ascended Heroes, and that is the Psyduck. This is at $102. We got a sale now at 62, 61, 59, and one high one at 78. And we're going to jump to some SIRs here. We got the Mega Lopunny from Phantasmal Flames. I feel like everybody forgot about this card. This is at 36. Now last sold 20 and 22. Next, we have the Jellicent from White Flare. Again, another card I feel like people forgot about. This is at 32. Now last sold 22, 26, 24. And we have the Blood Moon Ursaluna SIR from Prismatic. This is at 65. Now last sold 61, 58, 58, 58. So just dropping a little bit in price. The card just held its value for so long. And we have the Iris's Fighting Spirit from Ascended. This was at $140. Wow. Now last sold 49, 42, 40. Next, we have the Mega Howlucha from Ascended Heroes. This was at 117. Now last sold 68, 69, 70. And we have the Mega Frostless here. I forgot to add the Mega Scrafty. But this is at $170. Now last sold 73, 75, 70. And we have the Mega Gengar EX. This is just the Mega Attack Rare. This was at $108. Now last sold 66, 61, 62. If this card does ever get super, super cheap, I highly suggest picking up a ton of those Gengars. Next, we have the Mega Embor. This was at $112. Now last sold 97, 53, 55. And we have the Stevens Metagross. This is at $125. Now last sold 97, 75, 74, 84. I really feel like Metagross is one of the coolest Pokemon we have. I feel like it deserves more love. Next, we have the Mega Meganium. This was set to lightly played, but near mint was at 150. Now last sold 90, 96, 89. Next, we have the Iono's Bellibolt. This was at $159. Now last sold 135, 77, 76, 80, 80, 99. And here's the Marnie's Grimmsnarl. I seen this card yesterday. This is at $167. Now last sold 83, 82, 68, 73. Very good looking card. And the Phasandipity from Ascended. This is at $163. We got a sale at $127, $146, $102. Feeling this card will be like a $70 card. And we have the Enzorock. This was at $170. Now last sold $148, $150, $140, $155, $160. And here is the Mega for Alligator. Was at $236. Now last sold $149, $140, $150. And the Lily's Clefairy. This is at $272. We got a sale now at $187, $190, $185, $199. And the Team Rocket's Mewtwo. I also seen this card the other day. Looks very nice. I really love the psychic glow around Mewtwo. I think that's a nice touch. This is at $350. Now last sold $314, $309, $270, $275. And Pikachu, the pink one, this was at $404. Now last sold $316, $322, $300. And here's the Pikachu in the Forest. I've yet to see this card still in person. It's driving me nuts. This is at $523. Now last sold $459, $482, $479, and $450. Next, we have the Mega Dragonite EX. This card is not really going down in price. This was at $404. Now last sold $575, $570, $569, which I think is funny because every single person hated this Mega Dragonite. Like, everybody hated the wings. I felt like I was the only person who liked it. And now the card's going up. Next, we have the Mega Gengar EX. This is at $970. Dropped down to $842. Now last sold $879, $875, $900. So the Gengar is also going up. And here is the Mega Dragonite, the gold card. This was at $550. Now we got a sale at $298, $306, $317, $310. And we have the gold Mega Charizard Y. This is at $672. Now last sold $499, $459, $470. It's actually crazy to think how stacked Ascended Heroes is, especially having the gold Dragonite and the gold Charizard in here is just wild. And we have the Mega Charizard X SIR. This is at $640. Now last sold $500, $675, $600, $608, $450, $540. So prices are kind of all over the place. Let's see what we can get it shipped for. $500 from like a brand new seller, so I wouldn't trust that. Otherwise, $575. And we're going to jump to 130 point, check out some new PSA 10 sales for Ascended Heroes. So we got the Dragonite Mega Attack Rare, sold for $535. We got the Gengar SIR, $3,651. The Pikachu, $1,275. The Gengar Mega Attack Rare, $725. Mewtwo, $1,485. Mega Attack Rare Gengar, $750. Another Gengar, $3,400. Got the Mega Dragonite SIR in a 10 at $2,300. Pikachu in a 10 at $1,675. Bunch more Gengars. We got the Cynthia Spiritomb in a 10 at $175. And another Dragonite Mega Attack Rare at $430. So not a ton of them on the market yet, but they're definitely dropping. And last on the list, we have that new Chinese exclusive Ponyta. This thing was selling for $170 right off the bat, and now, you know, it's listed for around $100, and I'm sure you can get it even a little bit cheaper, but hopefully this thing gets down to like $50. I would love to pick this one up. This might be my favorite Chinese exclusive art rare so far. I love Ponyta, and I love how Rapidash is also in the card. But all right, that was today's Pokemon Falling Friday. If you guys like this content and want to stay ahead of the market, please make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a like and comment. And of course, if you guys want to support more, you guys can check out my Instagram, my TikTok, Facebook, YouTube membership, all that. You guys know what to do. You guys are the absolute best. But all right, I want you guys to have a great day. And if you guys want to watch my last Throwback Thursday, where we go over one of my all-time favorite sets, and we look at the best Bulbasaur cards, and we also do a giveaway, click this video here. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.